I make prints because it relaxes me. That's fine.
I make prints because I love the combination of paper and ink, and I fell in love with it when I was at school. We used to have a little press and do newspapers and stuff, and I just loved the smell, the excitement of making printed paper. And I think it's still the same. Every time I pull up the paper, it's a surprise, and there's something magical about printing in that respect.
I like making prints because compared to painting, which was my first degree subject many years ago, I did an MA printmaking here at the London PrintStudio, and I find that making prints is a way of exploring a vast number of creative possibilities. Compared to painting, you can make, as I do, etching, actint, and then try taking it off in different directions, exploring, for example, with chine-collé or various different ways. Compared to painting, I actually like the possibilities of making many versions of from the one design.
I like making prints because it allows me to turn my photographs into something quite different. I think they're much more interesting. The photo etching technique adds a different result. It's much more grainy, just a different look. And sometimes I like to add other things into the image, which printmaking allows me to do by the use of different plates and different colours, and I can find objects from other places, photograph them, and then combine them all together into a print.
I enjoy printmaking because I just really like the process of relief printing, sort of from start to finish. I don't really make prints because I like the reproduction of it necessarily, or I don't really do it to make lots of the same work. I just enjoy kind of carving into lino, inking up, and just using the beaver press in the studio. I find it very kind of soothing and like an enjoyable process, really. So that's why I make prints.
My name's Rick, I live in Montreal, and I'm here at London PrintStudio, and I like to do prints because the staff are very helpful, but that I like to put the mechanical together with the non-mechanical and the mistake, because there's always going to be a mistake when you print. You never know what you're going to get, and that's why I like it. Those three elements. Okay?
I like making prints because there's always something new to learn.
I do print because it's in my veins. I was trained as a lithographic artist in commercial print, in fact in package design. And I think in a fast changing technical and conceptual world, I feel that many of the more traditional skills of draftsmanship and I think they're fast disappearing. And in fact, the major art colleges are now dispensing with their presses, and this seems to be the norm. So really why I print is I like to enjoy the natural world about me and record all the places in Europe and in this country that I visit, and try and be innovative as possible and not be confined to the discipline that I had most of my working life. I could go on and on, and because I've been through so much history of early print, but the digital world is probably not for me. But my last comment would be on that is that I'm sure if Rembrandt was alive today, he would regard digital printing as merely another tool to use.
So I make prints for two reasons. Firstly, I love printmaking because of the technical rigor of the process. The fact that to pull a perfect print, there's certain steps and processes you need to go through. But in doing that, it changes your image and gives it quite a unique quality to it. So I imagine myself a little bit of a scientist and an alchemist. Then I also really love printmaking because you can get a mark, you can get a layering, you can get an image construction which is unique to drawing or painting or photography or working purely in a digital way. It just opens up so many different avenues of working. And it's got to do with the equipment and the studio and the presses and the pressure and the way that you have to break up an image into different layers and really deconstruct your own work in order to reassemble it into printed form. So I think it's that combination between a very strict technical process and all of the opportunities and sort of creative avenues it offers you, together with a very unique mark and quality of a print that I appreciate and have completely fallen in love with.
Hi, I like making prints because after months of sort of spending time alone on printing plates, coming to the studio, you see all your work kind of, I see it all kind of coming to life. And it's nice to meet other people and exchange ideas. And it's a really positive thing to have somewhere that facilitates that.
I like to learn printing because I don't know it. And I would love to know how I could, through printing, write poems in a very different way. And I find that the combination of image and text works extremely well in printing, so I want to learn how to write poems in printing. That's it.
I like making prints because I'm an artist, but I'm also more of a craftsperson, and I don't like having that much control over what I'm doing.
I like making prints because you can keep them, give them away and sell them. It's magic.